So this is going to be two questions about the Laughing Witch narrative that Thunderfoot and his Thunderdrone minions have affected the business that she was vice president of to the point where they might close. This is two time management questions. First one is based on a comment from Shonsky001. He commented on one of my videos and said, AOD, I truly appreciate your work on these videos, thank you. Here is my take in 2020 hindsight. Quite simple, actually. What the fuck was Laughing Witch doing spending a single minute on YouTube, let alone countless hours like she did, when her business was failing? If I'm responsible for 15 people's livelihoods, knowing that times are tough, how irresponsible is it to neglect that business in favor of pursuing petty vendettas on social media? Pathetic. She should have been spending every possible free moment following up with previous clients to make sure everything is okay, and maybe getting them to Yelp them, asking for referrals, contacting people who are neighbors of current clients, etc. Basically drumming up bloody business. Regardless of what has transpired in the last while, this business appears to have been on its last legs. While I feel for those involved, there is one and only one person that should be taking responsibility for this: Laughing Witch. And Shonsky001, good point. I recently had a business fail 2 years ago now. It was failing, and I had to stop doing a series of videos that I was doing on YouTube called the Flags Recap of the Week, because even though that was a regular thing that I was in a routine that I could do, it just took too much time, and my business was the priority. I was spending 16 hours a day on my business. Also, another perspective on this would be DevShell2, who just made a video called Fuck You, where he explains that he works 16 hours a day in his business, and he hadn't made a video in 4 months. He hadn't watched YouTube in 4 months. And when you have a business and you care about it, that is what you do. You invest all of your free time into work that you can't afford to have other people do in order to try to make your business succeed. And even then, my business didn't succeed, and I went back to working for other people. You know, DevShell had his burger joint closed down for a little while, and I commiserated with him online a bit. I felt like he understood, where I was, and he decided to take another stab at it. And he's working 16 hours a day. And the amount of video output that Laughing Witch had was sometimes 4 or 5 videos a day. Okay, there is an archive that I'm sure somebody will post in the comments here, of like 180 some odd videos that she made in a very short period of time. Okay, and many of them are very long, and they were about internet drama. They didn't, how did she have time to follow all of this internet drama when she had a business that was failing? That is a very good question, Shonsky001. Thank you. I have another question to put on top of that, and there are only a few other people here on YouTube that I know of that have the same perspective that I do as a former tradesman. Now, I know that Dr. Disposable Gorilla was also an electrician, and I've been a union electrician, and there are things that you see in trades around you. I don't know any masons on YouTube. Anyone? Maybe YouTube and masonry are like antithetical. You know, people just don't want to go from one to the other. But the point being, in certain trades, it is seasonal. And the reason why is because cement and grout do not set unless they are at a certain temperature. So, here we are at the end of October, where you would be making appointments for November and December. And calls are not coming in as much to Laughing Witch's business. And she's attributing this to Thunderfoot's Thunder drones are attacking us, and it's the Yelp reviews and the Google reviews. But maybe people just know that you cannot get your bathroom refinished when it is freezing, because the shit will fall apart. Grout does not set. You know, I know this, and I know that there's many people who would know this that just don't seem to be prone to jumping onto YouTube. So maybe that's why it hasn't come up before, but time management here is the issue. If you're going to have a business that should have seasonal work, you would have your workers work as much as they could when the work can be done. And then during the time when it's freezing, you either put them on a long hiatus because you paid them enough, you know, on one part of the year, or you have them doing prep work inside the office, but you're not having them work out in people's houses on grout that's going to fall apart because it can't set because it's freezing. Okay, so I realize that some of the chemicals that they use might have a wider range of temperatures to set at, but yeah, if they're just spraying on tough as tile, people can go to Home Depot and buy 2 spray cans of that for $30. That's not a very good market to be in if that's the only thing that your business does. So I know that they're probably upselling to grout, to all remodeling the whole bathroom, you know. And if you're doing that, you cannot do it in the wintertime. Okay? And I might have, you know, if all of her customers watch this video, I might have just ruined her business by saying, go to Home Depot and buy the box of 2 cans of toughest tile, because that's basically what she does. And she just dresses up her workers in, you know, hazmat suits that are unnecessary because you can refinish your bathroom your damn self. I wish more people would get their hands dirty. You know, you don't have to be a former tradesman to just watch a YouTube do-it-yourself video. You know, turn on the network that has all the remodeling of homes and this old house, and watch a show, and then, you know, pick up a hammer, damn it. Anyways, yeah, 2 time management issues. Okay, 1, what was she doing on YouTube all this time when her business was failing? And instead of trying to save it, she now expects us to save it with our money. And 2, this is the time of year where she should expect to get less calls than the previous months. Now, perhaps they mean year over year. Perhaps. But how would you really gauge it when you shouldn't have any work going on when it's freezing? You shouldn't be making appointments for anything over the winter months. It's just not something that you do. Comment below if you have some more experience in masonry. But, yeah.